I just got back from 2 weeks in Europe where I had over 100 fashionable travel outfits to choose from. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I packed to survive shoulder season in Europe and how I got it all into one suitcase without packing cubes or wrinkles and in less than 5 minutes. Let's start with what to wear on the way there because of course those pieces you won't be packing. I highly recommend traveling in a cashmere sweatsuit. Our total travel time was more than 24 hours. I've linked and I have several versions of this cashmere sweatsuit from Quinn. This is the one that I wore with an elasticized ankle and drawstring waist. It comes in lots of different colors and there are a lot of different cashmere tops that you can wear with it, also in various colors. I chose just a classic crew neck for this trip because it became another piece that I can incorporate into outfits once I got to my final destination. Quince also makes affordable grade A cashmere sweatsuits with a wide leg pant like this gray style that I have on here, but there are many more stylish options for on top, including a classic cashmere hoodie. No matter what time of year you're traveling, always wear your bulkiest layer. You'll find a trench coat on more than one of my travel capsule wardrobe checklists. This is my favorite camel wool trench, and I swear I wore it almost every day, and it made a great blanket on the airplane. Let's face it, when you're traveling during shoulder season and the weather is unpredictable, and it does get cold when it comes to putting together an outfit, the thing you'll probably care about most is if you have a stylish jacket or coat to go along with it. My bulkiest shoes are usually sneakers, but on this trip I took 2 pair of boots, so I wore these ones when I traveled and they were easy to slip on and off, plus they worked really well for miles and miles of walking I did nearly every day we were there. If you're traveling for about 2 weeks, I recommend taking 3 to 4 pair of shoes because if you're packing one of my travel capsule wardrobes, you're going to save on space in your suitcase anyways, so you can splurge on comfortable footwear. My favorite sneaker for traveling is actually an Adidas sneaker because that's my favorite sneaker when I'm home. Please don't make the mistake of when you're packing or taking a trip where you know you're going to be doing lots of walking, of buying new shoes before you go. Make sure that whatever shoes you're taking are ones that you've had and worn and tested. I also brought with me a pair of tall, high-heel snakeskin boots, which I also wore a ton on this trip. An added bonus if you pack an animal print shoe, like leopard print or snakeskin, is that it is a neutral print and will help to make all of the outfits and the pieces that you're packing in your suitcase, even if they're mostly solid, a little bit more fun and interesting. As far as luggage goes, I've linked the large suitcase that I brought with me that also comes as a set or in different sizes. And for on the plane, I brought my base weekender bag that has the trolley strap in the back and a zippered section along the bottom, which I keep an extra set of clothes in just in case my luggage gets lost. If I were to do it again, the only regret I have was not bringing a smaller nylon or lightweight tote with a zipper. Having something a little bit lighter weight and more accessible would have been better for me on this trip and would have also given me something I could have brought pieces back with me in case my suitcase got too full or too heavy. MZ Wallace and Longchamp make some great lightweight totes that I will link and definitely consider taking on my next trip. The most important pieces you can pack to survive shoulder season in Europe when the weather is unpredictable are layers. And I recommend these 3 layers the most when traveling, and a variety of layers is the best. If you're already taking a trench coat, whether it's a wool trench like the one I brought or a classic trench like this one, also consider taking a shorter jacket or blazer. For this trip, I took my Veronica beard blazer because I wanted something that was chic and I could dress up a little bit, although because she has the zip-in denim dicky collar, I was able to actually throw this on underneath my blazer the first day we got there and even wear it over top of my cashmere sweatsuit for a dress-down street style look. I also love that this worked with my dressiest outfits and was perfect for the city of lights at night too. Another medium weight jacket alternative to a blazer would be a bomber jacket like the ones that I shared in my European travel capsule wardrobe for fall. Something like this can be sporty but also can look really cool street style out at night with a cool pair of black pants and a fun top. Barn jackets are continuing to be a huge trend here in the States and in Europe, and I did an entire how to style a barn jacket video here on YouTube, so you can check that out for more outfit inspiration. But this is a great layer to pack with too. And probably the layer piece that you see on more of my travel capsule wardrobe checklists than any other is a classic cardigan. And I ended up taking this oversized cashmere boyfriend cardigan with me on this trip, and it served a multitude of purposes. I wore it one night over a slip skirt with a fun little bustier underneath, and then wrapped it without buttoning it and belted over the top of that. I've shared several styling hacks that you can use with an oversized cardigan, especially a knit one that has a little bit of stretch in it or a little bit of give into the knit like this one does. One of them being that you can crop it by just putting it on backwards and unbuttoned and then lifting the bottom of the hemline up over your shoulder. That crops it and gives it a little bolero or sweater jacket look. However, in general, I think that a long cardigan typically looks best with longer pants or even a little more fitted silhouette on the bottom. So if you're packing a lot of crop silhouettes or wide leg shapes on the bottom, then you might want to consider doing a short cardigan instead. One with a V-neck like the one that I had in my weekend getaway capsule wardrobe is perfect. One like this, you can actually style buttoned up and backwards to give it a totally different look. In my video on how to pack a travel capsule wardrobe, I shared a formula for how to find out how many bottoms to bring with you. One thing I recommend if you want to survive shoulder season in Europe is to take at least one pair of jeans, but make them dark denim. I brought and wore these dark denim jeans from the capsule collection that I designed with Fidelity Denim, and they worked out great. They were nice enough that I could dress them up at night by adding a cool cummerbund belt and my crop top and blazer, but I didn't feel like a total tourist wearing them during the day with my Veronica Beard blazer, cashmere sweater, and Adidas sneakers. My dark denim capsule collection actually includes 3 pieces. The jeans, which I designed with shorter belt loops so that when you wear the cummerbund belt over top, the belt loops don't show, and it transforms the jeans into a tuxedo pant look. And a long dark denim jean skirt in the same stretchy material that also works with the convertible belt and looks great with everything from boots to a sandal. My European travel capsule wardrobe for fall and my weekend getaway capsule wardrobe both include a pair of slimming black pants, and a stretchy pair of black pants obviously makes a lot of sense when you're traveling. I wore these cool stirrup leggings in Paris and they look great with my boots, and I love that they come up over my belly button, so I was able to wear them with my cropped cashmere tank top too. I recently shared this style in my weekend getaway capsule wardrobe that is so similar to a style from Vince, but at a fraction of the price. These pants are under $60. They have a side zip, flattering seam down the front of the leg, and cool little kick slit in the back. Okay, so let's talk tops for travel. I took this one, which is under $20 and comes in a bunch of different colors, but the bright white just felt refreshing on this trip. The best part is that it looks like a pretty blouse, but it doesn't wrinkle. One of the other pieces I brought, and that I always recommend, it was actually in my carry-on capsule wardrobe and in my weekend travel capsule wardrobe, is a classic button-up. I brought this one from a French designer with me that actually has a detachable collar and cuff, which in and of itself gave me so many different ways to wear it. I actually ended up styling it tucked in and with a vest over the top, but an oversized button-up like this would be so versatile, and there are so many different ways you could wear one, including unbuttoned and open like a cardigan. This little short set from Amazon is under $40 and comes in a bunch of different colors, and I often have something in a versatile neutral print stripe on my capsule wardrobe checklist. And this one is completely wrinkle-free. There is a top I take on every single trip, no matter what. And this time I took 3, a fitted tank top. I usually pack them for pajamas, but I love that a basic style like this can be layered or worn solo during the day. A perfect example is this trip, because by the time we got to Cannes, the sun was out and shining, which we weren't expecting, so I was actually able to take and wear some of my pajama tops out and about during the day. I'm sharing the links to these because they're only $8 and so similar to the ones from Veronica Beard, with the same neckline and seam detail down the back. Even if your trip is casual, always pack a skirt or dress. A shirt dress like this will do so much for you. I took this denim one on my trip and I wore it in the city with sneakers, a cashmere sweater over the top, which made it look like I was wearing a jean skirt, a hat, my scarf, and my coat. But then when we got to Cannes and the sun was out, I unbuttoned it and wore it styled as a swimsuit cover-up. It It truly is such a versatile piece for travel and so comfortable. This fabulous style comes in other colors besides denim. It even comes in linen and shorter styles too. My travel capsule wardrobe for fall includes a slip skirt and matching camisole top, and these two are my favorite. I now have them in 3 color combinations, including the gray, the burgundy, which I took on this trip, and chocolate brown. I love that they are washable and lightweight. The skirt actually comes in 8 or 9 different colors and 2 different lengths, a long length and a midi length. I used the long length for this trip because it even gave me the versatility of being able to wear it up over my bust and style it as a dress for an extra added outfit combination if I needed it, but wasn't so dressy that I couldn't wear it back to my Adidas sneakers during the day. All the washable camisole tops are super affordable and there are lots of different styles to pick from. I personally love this little camisole top because it has adjustable straps and it feels dainty, feminine, and lightweight. If you want something with a little bit more coverage, they have some more sleeveless styles which are also ultra versatile. This is my favorite silk dress for travel from Vince. It's more expensive than the Quince separates, but it is made of this beautiful crinkle fabric, which is actually meant to look a little wrinkled, so it travels really well and is easier to dress down. I have oftentimes worn her over my little white ribbed tank with sneakers or boots. You can wear a slip dress year-round and for any weather, and this one you can find any time of year in navy or black. And if you're looking for inspiration for your travel capsule wardrobe color story, they do make fashion colors a few times a year. I packed more of these than anything else. Accessories! And there are a few accessories that I won't leave home without, and you shouldn't either, especially if you're planning a trip during shoulder season in Europe. One of them is sunnies. I actually took 3 pair, but I wore these the entire time. I was so inspired by this brand, whose signature logo you'll find on the Arc de Triomphe. Plus, did you know that every pair of Celine sunglasses comes with a really cool leather crossbody bag that says Celine on it? And when you're working off jet lag and a 9-hour time difference, they're a great way to hide baggage under your eyes. You'll definitely need to bring a bag to carry with you during the day and at night. One of my favorites that I included in my European travel capsule wardrobe for fall is a belt bag. The Isabelle Marant belt bag that I featured in this capsule wardrobe is so pretty. She comes in lots of different colors, leather and suede, and it's easy to dress up or dress down. This neutral 2-tone MCM belt bag has also been a staple for me, and I shared it in my spring-summer travel capsule wardrobe for Europe last year. Belt bags are great because you can wear them crossbody, around your waist, or even over top of that oversized boyfriend cardigan or blazer. And the best part about a belt bag is it leaves your hands free. There's a lot of debate on whether to bring a designer bag with you to Europe. And honestly, I think a lot of it depends on where you're traveling. When we were in Paris, especially at the Eiffel Tower and on the metro, I felt most comfortable using my designer-inspired bag. But certainly when we were in Cannes, I would have been comfortable carrying my YSL wallet on a chain. I will tell you, this Bottega-inspired bag is under $100, and when I first got it, I had to smell it to make sure that it wasn't real leather. You can actually fit a ton in her, and I love that it has double zippers, which actually makes it a little bit more secure. Another fun feature about this bag, similar to a wallet on a chain, which I also recommend, has a detachable strap so you can carry her as a little handbag in the evening. I could have never put together the over 100 outfits that I did if I hadn't packed my favorite travel accessory of all time, a large scarf. I only took 2 on this trip, a small, roughly 30-inch scarf and a large, almost 54-inch square. I took the small square and wore it as an ascot, belt, and headband, and the large square scarf worked really well as a top and a swimsuit cover-up. Although I brought it and the adapter, I never once used my curling iron. That's because when I travel, I always bring hats. A baseball hat has always been a go-to, but for this trip, I wanted something subtle and that didn't scream American. I went with this wool cap in my color story, and I also found this beautiful cashmere cap with shearling lining, which is another nice luxe look. My favorite and most used were my Emily in Paris caps because a beret just felt like I was trying too hard. And when we got to Cannes, the sun was out, so I actually purchased a straw hat there. Got it home without any crinkles or wrinkles by storing it upside down in the middle of my suitcase and filling the center with soft sock bundles. If you're heading somewhere sunny, try this packing tip. Or you can shop for one of these packable Kaminsky hats, which I love and I've recommended for years. The secret to getting it all in and to avoid packing cubes and wrinkles is my layering method. Half of your suitcase for accessories and the other half for layering all of your clothes. And then when you get to where you're going, you can unpack that beautiful customized capsule wardrobe and have all the outfit options you can possibly need for any reason or any season.